Well, that took a while, but eventually we got the lawn cut. First cut this year.
I just wanted to show you the difference in the paint and the gold leaf. So here above the mirror, you can see where I've used the gold leaf, and the gold paint below to the sides is what I was originally intended on using. So at the end of the day, I'm so glad that I went for gold leaf, because you can see the difference is incredible. Oh, look, you can see the ceiling medallion shining in the mirror, which needs a jolly good clean. Before anyone says anything, yes, I am doing the whole of the frame in gold leaf. It's just easier to do pieces at a time because you cannot wrap the gold leaf around corners, it splits. So that's why I'm doing sections at a time. I thought I'd give you a night shot for a change. Obviously there's no electrics in the salon yet, so I've put a spotlight on the top of the fireplace so that you can see what's been achieved so far. I've done some gold leafing around the mirror. I've been skiving a bit this week, I must admit. And the whole of the mirror frame will be gold leafed, but ta-da! The crown is finished. It's been remoulded, it's been gold leafed, and I'm happy with that. I now need to concentrate on the bits to the side where all the mouldings have fallen off and broken. And that all blends in nicely with the gold, which is reflecting beautifully in the evening.
Okay, so on my way back from the UK, from Portsmouth to Caen. I'm only back for a few days, which is a bit of a shame. I've got to go back to UK again for another almost a week. But what I will try and do is get this chandelier finished for Carol and yourself. So, touch wood, I can get this wired up, put it all back together before I leave to come back over. And if I get a chance, I'll even hang it actually, just to see how it looks with the work that Carol's done. So, fingers crossed. Don't shout at me if I don't do it. If it doesn't get done, it will be done when I get back again from the UK.
Oh my goodness, you can't actually see what's going on in this workshop.
Spaghetti Junction. Right, so we've got 5 sets of these on wiring up slowly. So before I go back again to England to get some bulbs, I just want to check what you think.
So these are the 5 arms that make the chandelier, the original one from the salon.
Correct, yes. So one of the arms, I've wired this up now so that they are, I think, the original bulbs, but they're not LED, so I'm not happy with them, but it just gives you an indication, yeah? Quite bright white, yeah?
Yeah. Next,
I'll just quickly...
It's a shame you can't wire them all up together.
I can wire them all up together if you want.
Now he tells me.
Here's one I did earlier. Bang!
Oh, the one I like's not working.
Oh dear, you've blown it.
I've forgotten what the others look like now.
I'm not doing that again.
So explain these bulbs.
Okay, they're all LED. So we have 4 watt clear bulbs with little tips. We have a 2 watt tinted, 2 watt clear. Okay.
Out of those 4, I prefer the one on the right, the clear.
This one here.
Yes. Okay. And if I go closer, they've got a nice shape to them.
And down, just so everyone will know, round the outside here, there is it a glass?
It's a ceramic, white ceramic
casing. Yeah. So I'll cover all that up so you'll just see the bulb above white. So I'll turn them off, which I think I'll actually like being clear rather than white.
There you go then.
I'll tell you what we'll do, and so the viewers can see, I will go and find the casings and pop them on. Because it might make a difference.
Now we have a dilemma. We've put the ceramic surrounds on the shades and prefer the white bulbs. Answers on a postcard, please. Is that what they say?
Yes. Before I go back.
So now we have a dilemma, which bulbs to buy for the chandelier.
Difficult one, isn't it? I do not like these bright whites.
No,
so
definitely not.
They're definitely not. So I still like this tinted. Actually, that's the clear one, but I still quite like that shade. But it doesn't seem to work with the ceramic, white ceramic casings.
Don't forget, you're going to be down 4 metres.
No,
well,
not
say
that much.
2 metres
2
then.
metres, yeah.
If I go down, which looks better?
Difficult one,
It's
isn't
a
it?
dilemma.
'Cause look, very quickly, when you turn them off.
I still think the white, unfortunately.
I know. I'll have a look to see, because I'm sure you could get this sort of shape in white.
I have an idea. Let's wrap these in gold vinyl.
My plastic gold. We all love my plastic gold. It'll look like a lock.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to think about that one then.
I think we have.
Or see what the comments come in like.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Actually, get a bit of a feedback. But I think the now we put the white on, that's thrown that out. But let us know. See what you guys think.
Now we have dilemma.
Well, everyone said about my plastic. Can't beat plastic. So I did one. I've just made a tube of the vinyl just to give that gold effect.
Turn them on.
And then that's put the spanner in the works.
Yeah, I'm going back to gold leafing.
So, but I wonder how that would look with white. I think if we had white, we'd stay with white, yeah, so. There you go, another option. So where are we up to? About Z, all options? 3 options.
Stopped at a brocante on the way back from La La Celle, and Terry said, oh, come into this one and have a look around. Oh my goodness. And then he laughed at me wearing white. He's a cheeky one. I actually don't know where to start. It's all dark and gloomy, so I've had to put the torches on. It's okay outside while it's not raining, but now I'm going to attempt to go inside, see what I can find. Oh, I might not come out. Help. So it's an absolute chaotic barn here, this one. I nearly missed it, but I have found some pieces for the chandelier if Adrian needs them when he's rewiring. This is more, I don't know what to call it. Nice dress. There's not much furniture in this one though, so I might head on to another barn. It's having the time to sift through everything. I think I've just stumbled across a car buried in the corner. Yep, it's definitely a car. I couldn't quite tell you what it is though. Brilliant.
Right, back from the UK, as promised, to you guys and Carol. I'll get on with this chandelier. I've got to go back in a few more days, or a couple of days now. But while I've just got that small break, it's a great opportunity to get on with this actually. Got everything I need. I've got to sit here and, as you can see, wire each one of these in individually. I was actually fixing these back as well carefully with some very thin wire, but actually I thought I'd try just put in a few bits of glue adhesive down, really, if you like. It's worked really well actually, and in fact I think it's a lot cleaner and neater, so I will be doing that as well. But we've got 5 of these arms put together. The only little bit of a drawback of finishing it is one of them is broken. We knew it was broken, So I'm going to have to see if I can get that welded by someone who really knows what they're doing, because that's a bit of a specialist thing. But I'm sure I can get that sorted out. But I'll try and show you something later on. As I was saying, I'm going to slowly wire these 5 arms up. But I thought something it'd be a good idea just to show you the individual pieces that come with just this arm, actually, what's involved in redoing this. So as you can see, if I try and show you, we have the leaf which sits underneath. Now this bit goes against the main stem that holds everything together. We then have that main assembly is 2 large pieces. So as you can see there, which I put the lights into, and then the bracket that's actually attached to the main column. Again, there is, if I put it the right way around, there's also another candle that goes on top of that as well. So that basically is sitting like that. The leaf underneath is good because I can hide all the wires going down on top of there, so no one will see that, or minimal. And then each one of those arms that's coming up, which is 4 of those, then has the individual elements put on with the candles, are these here. So the decorative plate on there, that's fixed down then by the holder, which is for the wooden part where the bulb goes in. Now I'll try and show you carefully, but on this element and this element, they've got 2 holes drilled in for the wire that comes down, lines up, and if I get it right, the holes will line up at this side of the light, so it's not seen from when you're standing underneath the light. So when that's screwed neatly down, then the cap goes on, and then this wood, this is pure wood with the metal attachments coming up, sorry, the metal bit here, and I run my cables carefully, if I turn it, up the wooden slot. Now they go through the 2 holes at the bottom, so one positive, one the negative, or the neutral and the live, whichever you want to think of it. And then I've got to do that 25 times. Sounds easy, doesn't it? And then we'll run the wire backs. As you can see, I slowly pin these wires back, and then they can neatly go into the stem, and that's going to be the tricky bit. Right, so if I've got the holes lined up, touch wood, if my eyesight will let me see, I can run the cable through out the bottom, as I was explained earlier. That then goes through the hole in the plate, and then it will follow its way down the arm, and then I'll hide it behind this leaf down here, and here hide it into the stem, the column if you like. This is a 1mm 2-core cable. Doesn't need to be particularly wide. Well, it can't go any thicker anyhow for the hole, but I'm running LED lights off here, so there's no amperage, absolutely minimal. And with cost of electricity nowadays, quite glad about that. So I'm just splitting those, and then they will through the hole and either side of the light, as shown there. And here's one I did earlier. So reasonably simple, but time consuming. But I'll carry on, as I haven't got much to do. I think Carol's in the salon playing with some wallpaper, actually. Not that I've done, I still haven't had chance, but Carol's coming back to me, thankfully, to England when I go back in a couple of days. Well, I'm only there for, I think, 4 days. And one day I'm hoping I've got free when we can have a bit of a play. So perhaps we can show you something next week. But I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced at the moment, but it'd be really nice if we can sort it. But I'll carry on this chandelier, and I'll show you something a little bit more progress later. this is the problem. We've got all these arms, 3 arms, and this is the one that's broken. And I think it's been repaired before. Simple reason is someone's actually put a rod in there to try and support the weld. And I need to find someone who can carefully weld the brass so that I've got to be careful it doesn't blow and make things even worse. Now I have noticed where this has been cleaning up slightly that there's a few actually that do have the odd crack in them. Example there. Now it still structurally feels good. There's not a lot of weight on the tip, but it means I'm having to be very careful because I don't need any more breakages. But, hopefully I can get that sorted. So that's the only thing that will probably prevent me getting the thing up in the air and lit.